snowplows. We also need to start.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Give me 1 second. Let me let a few people tune in while I cut my computer on here. I'm quite sure a lot of you guys have already heard about last night. It got down to 29 degrees last night, right? And it got down to 29 degrees last night, and an elderly homeless lady died. Hold on a second. She died last night. Elderly homeless lady died last night. She froze to death. She froze to death. I just literally just left Willow Street, North Avenue myself, and went and passed out some more blankets and stuff and gloves that Miss Kelly gave me today. And when I pulled up on Willow Street, I parked my van, and some homeless lady out the blue came up to me. She said, "You Mr. Charles?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she just fell in my arms and started crying. I said, "Ma'am, what's wrong with you?" I said, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "She died, Charles, she died." And I was telling her to calm down, like calm down for a minute. I said, "Who is it that done died, ma'am?" "My friend died last night. She froze to death." And I ain't gonna tell you, when she said that, it kind of sent chills up my arm. Cause if you know, a lot of you guys that follow me, you know, yesterday I made sure I spent all day yesterday on my off day to make sure that enough blankets and gloves and food and stuff was gave out. Because it's like God showed me this stuff before it happened. So I was trying to do everything to prevent for me waking up the next morning hearing that somebody done froze to death or somebody cold. So God kind of give me that mission. And today, for some reason, it was put on my heart, and I was laying here in the bed. Another off day, I was laying in the bed, and Miss Kelly reached out to me. She said, "Hey, Charles, I got you some donations." And God knows I didn't want to leave my bed, but I got out my bed, took me a shower. I went to her home and picked up a nice bag of a lot of gloves, blanket and food items and stuff that her and her mom donated to me. So instead of me coming back home and getting back in the bed where I felt comfortable at, I wanted to make myself uncomfortable. So I went down. I just literally just left North Avenue, and this lady, when she cried, when she grabbed me and started crying, saying her friend was dead, it kind of did something to me. So I know since the post that I was tagged in with the government, right, about the lady dying last night, my friend Keith tagged me in a post. Y'all probably seen it on my page. He tagged me in a post about the lady froze to death last night. The homeless lady froze to death last night. And I went back and looked at the index and the temperatures for last night. With the wind blowing, it was 19 degrees. 19 feels like 19 degrees. And I said, man, this is death weather. This is death weather. So, Keith, thank you for making that post and tagging me in it. Thank you for tagging our mayor, our commissioners, and everybody in that post. But if you look at it, with this government that we have, it's falling on deaf ears. It's falling on deaf ears because people are literally dying now. A lot of you people don't know bad drugs are also flowing around throughout the homeless community. And not saying every homeless person do drugs or whatever, but if you're up under a lot of stress, and you're going through some things, it's normal. Well, not for me, because I don't drink or smoke in that, but it's normal for you to try to get something to relieve yourself, right? I mean, just like the mayor. When the mayor be up under stress, He done showed the whole Athens that he will go to the package store and get him something to drink. So we're not going to crucify him. We ain't going to crucify the homeless people. I mean, because they go to the package store and the mayor go to the package store, I don't see no difference. Both of them human. So, I mean, if we didn't feel like the mayor did wrong by going to the package store, we ain't going to feel wrong about a homeless person going to the pack. Some people need something to relieve themselves, and drinking or smoking or whatever the situation, that might be what somebody needs to relieve themselves, right? But if you notice something, and if you Google this, because I just did this on my computer, if you Google how many homeless people have died in Athens, Georgia, right? Homeless individual, the number is staggering. It's staggering. And if you also Google what's the best place to keep warm at in Athens, Georgia, nothing comes up. And you know why? Because this government has yet this government have yet to create any type of warming centers or station for the homeless population. And we all know that we got a large homeless population now, right? They have yet to create something to help keep these people warm at night. Advantage closes about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and they not even allowed to sit in there anyway. Bigger Vision can only hold so many. The Sparrow Nest, it closes at like 5, which they can in the daytime. They can keep warm in the daytime at the Sparrow Nest, but it's nothing else. Family Promise is full. All these other shelters are full, and the government been knowing this for months, right? So why is it no homeless station to keep warm? Why? It don't take a whole bunch of sense to realize what we need for this city to help make it better. I had a place. Everybody know I had a place that everybody could be safe and warm. And the manager destroyed that, right? So now that done disappeared, it's nothing else. It's nothing else. So now what do we do as human beings? You guys can keep, making the donations to help them out, to help the homeless people out, but it don't account for people sleeping on the ground. If it's 19 degrees, right? Wind chills are 19 degrees. Imagine what the concrete feels like. Imagine what I just left from down now, and already, it wasn't even quite dark yet. And already I'm seeing 15, 20 people laying throughout the sidewalk with nowhere to go. And they just I gave them some blankets, but they ain't got nowhere to go. The line for Bigger Vision is so long that everybody can't get in. They only got so many beds, right? But we look at the situation with the government. The government has over $2 million right now that they're trying to allocate for anybody that want to help the homeless, right? They're trying to allocate that money, but they make it so difficult for you to get the money. About time you fill out to get the money, it'll be summertime. That means multiple more people done died by laying in the cold or ain't got nothing to eat or whatever the situation is. I'm just saying, if anybody believe in God, the way I love God, how do we just sit back and watch people die? How can we do that? And it hurt me to my soul, because today I see you, I give you a hot meal, I give you the clothing and the donation, whatever that you need to survive. And then the next day I come down now and they hug and tell me the person dead. They died last night. That hurts. It hurt me. I don't know about anybody else, but that hurt me. And a lot of people said, Charles, maybe your passion is too strong. No, my passion is not too strong. It's other people's passion is not strong enough. Because if everybody had the same thing, the same type of passion that Charles Hardy had for this homeless population, guess what? Them people, it wouldn't be 15, 20 people laying on the street right now. And mind you now, this home of the Georgia Bulldog, the champs. This home's of the champ. But we'd rather build a big, pretty classic center. We'd rather put a nice couple of houses out in East Point. instead of getting to the root of the problem. Why are we planting flowers downtown only to have a homeless person sit on the wall where the flowers at? Try to help me explain that. We'll put a big flower bed in the middle of downtown and make it look so pretty. And within 30 days, you got 20 homeless people sitting on that same wall with them flowers at, with nowhere to go. But we just spent almost $100,000 for flowers in the middle of the street. But these are the people that we done neglected. Now, I don't have no problem with trying to make the city look beautiful. But don't make part of it look beautiful. We got an ugly part of the city too. We still have the Nelly B's and the Park View where our peoples are at that need help. You feel what I'm saying? We still got the North Avenue, the Willow Street, even the train track. I mean, they done start back making homeless encampments on the train track now. We still have those areas that we need to concentrate on. It ain't all about downtown to make downtown look pretty. Because if you notice right there at City Hall, it's a homeless encampment on City Hall. So while we're trying to make certain parts of Athens look good, let's make all of Athens look good. Let's get these same people that has a passion for downtown looking pretty or a certain part of Athens looking pretty. Let's let them make them help us make the whole city. We got to do something about peoples are dying. We got to do something about this homeless population. And we ain't going to do it behind sitting at a desk, getting on the computer and filling out for grants. You get grants and the work still don't get done. That's always been my thing, right? About people putting their boots on the ground, getting the work done. That always been my thing. Because I have never ever, and the people that been following me for these 9, 10 years, I have never ever in my life sat behind the desk to try to help somebody. Yeah, I got a lot of resources. I connect you here, I connect you there. That's good. That might can help. But I'm only going to waste a little bit of time with that. And the only reason why I'm only going to waste a little bit of time with that, because while I'm helping you with those resources at a computer, we got a lady laying down on the ground finna die tonight. And that ain't right. Let's get our boot, put them Jordans on, put them Air Force Ones on, put them high heels, whatever you wear, put them on. Let's get out here in the streets and help our community. Help these homeless people. I mean, when we sit back and don't do that, that could contribute to them getting on drugs. Y'all didn't even think about that, did it? They can contribute. They feel like don't nobody care. Why? I don't care about my life and don't nobody care about me. The churches, they need to get more involved. I got a handful of churches that reach out to me and say, hey, Charles, our church just called me Monday and said, Charles, hey, let us rock with you. Let us help you. But you got so many churches, big churches, I don't care what your religion is or what you worship. You got a church. You got a church. You got people that pays tithes. Help these people. Open up these churches at night. We see the government ain't gonna do nothing. Open up these churches at night and let these people get out. If I have to leave my job to come down there and man your church for you to make sure that all the homeless population is doing right, open up the church for me. Open it up for me. Let's get these people out the street every night until the weather at least get a little better. A little better. Just a little better. But when people are dying in 29 and 19 degree weather, I don't think God would think too kindly. You know, you got your church closed. You got this. You collect all this money on the weekend, but you can't open your church. Open your church up. The churches don't even get involved. Y'all remember how back in the day you could always go to the church for something? You can't. Now you can't always go to the church. It's a lot of people can't go to the churches. I have people calling me about light bill, water bill, rent, how they always used to go to the churches and get that type of funding. The church, okay, I'll pay your light bill or I'll pay your gas bill or whatever the situation is. Now, ain't none of that being done. Ain't none of that being done in our city. And that's not the way it's supposed to go. If we're going to worship God and we're going to do what God want us to do, then let's help these people. And I ain't just, and don't get me wrong, I'm not targeting no church, because you got a few churches around Athens that do good work, real good work, and they help this community. They just can't do it by themselves. They just can't do it by themselves. And that just goes for the government too. You got some good people in government. You got some good commissioners. But they can't do it by themselves. We got to bag them. We got to bag them. If we want to get these peoples off the street, push all the political stuff to the side, push all the friendship stuff you got going on, push all the, I just want some money type stuff, push all that to the side. Because I do it, I ain't got no money. I do it with my own money. I don't get no funding. So I do it with my own money, my own heart. So you don't have to have money to help nobody. Don't think that you got, somebody call you and say, hey, look, is there any way that you, oh, I ain't got no funds. I done exhausted all my funds. No, you haven't exhausted all your funds. Because if you were real with it, your heart is rich. Your heart is rich. You don't need no physical money to help nobody. Your heart is rich. If you're the person of God, that's just the way it goes. So if I can do it without money, why you can't do it without money? I pray to God every night, every day that I pray. Everybody that know me know I get up every morning at 5 o'clock and pray. And I ask God to show me my mission for the day. Excuse me. But the one thing that I do ask for when I pray, give me somewhere where I can take the homeless people off the street. That's what I pray for. Because I know I'm a genuine person doing it. Give me somewhere that I can take them off the street and just to try to help them get back. And y'all know that I did it. I did it. The first one to ever do it in the state of Georgia, I did it and made it successful. Now, when the politics and stuff got involved in it, it just went left. When the negative people got involved in it, it went left. But that still didn't take me off of my mission. And the mission is to help the people get back in transition so they can help themselves. You feel what I'm saying? That's the mission. That's the mission that God gave me. Get people back in transition to get them off the street so they can help themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's the church doing it, whether it's the mayor commission doing it, I need solutions. We need solutions. We need solutions for this community, for these homeless people. I don't want, God knows, when I lay down tonight, I don't want to wake up in the morning, have a text in my phone, say, Charles, such and such is dead. Such and such is gone. I mean, because they froze last night, or they died because they were hungry. I don't want to wake up to that. So I need for you guys, everybody that respect me, you ain't even got to like me. You can hate my gut. I mean, it don't matter. Let's do this work. Let's do this work to get this community right. Churches, police officers, hospitals, everybody. It takes all of us. All of us. If we want a beautiful city, we got to be beautiful within ourselves. You ever think about that? While you sitting at the nursing station or at the police desk or whatever you sit, while you sitting at those places talking about, oh, I just seen John try to steal somebody's car, or girl Lisa came in here last night, she don't know who her baby daddy. Man, that ain't nothing. Let's get together let's call each other our family. Let's get together as family. Build this community up. I'm telling y'all, and I said this on one of my lives before, this city is finna get so bad that you ain't gonna even want to come out your front door. That's how bad it's about to get if we don't stop it now. If we don't stop it now, that's what we are faced with. So let's get hospitals, police departments, commissioners, school district, everybody. Let's get together as a family and help our city. Don't sit back and watch a city suffer that you love. Don't sit back and watch that. Let's help this city, man. Because we are a part of the city. I mean, this is my home. I was born and raised in Athens. I love Athens from the dirt to the top of the tree. This is my city. And for those of you who have been here 5 years, 10 years, 20, even if you ain't from here, this is considered your home too. Help us build this city up, man. We need this city right. And if we can't get the help from the people that, the government that has all the funding, that's confused about what to do, and it's obvious they confused, it don't take no rocket scientist to know. You need warming stations. What city you know got all these millions of dollars and then build a warming station? We don't have now. I mean, we don't have now, but we got one of the biggest homeless population in all the surrounding counties. And even they got warming stations. We don't. We don't. And it don't even cost that much. It don't even cost that much. What would it hurt for one church? In it, I'm going to tell you, I got pastors on my page too. I got pastors on my page. I got deacons on my page. If y'all hear this message, please talk to whoever you need to talk to about considering opening up your church at night. If you need somebody to come down there to run the church, I will come down there and make sure they all know me. Every homeless person in Athens know me. I will personally make sure that I come. If I don't come, I send a volunteer. But personally make sure nothing is disturbed in your church as long as they got somewhere to lay and sleep at night. So they ain't got to be on North Avenue freezing to death. And literally freezing to death. So if you need some help with that, if you need somebody to man it, I mean, I'm a man. I think everybody know by now, I'm a man of God. So if I say that I do it, and that's on my heart, then I do it. But we got to do something. I mean, whatever need to be done, we got these gyms. Last winter, they opened up the gyms, right? Central Athens, I still call it Central Athens, East Athens, they opened it up, put pallets in there, and let the homeless people came out of the cold into the gym. They ain't even considered that this year. Y'all notice that? You don't see nothing broadcast on none of the government official pages about where they can go to keep warm at, right? I think that's so strange. But you see none of that stuff broadcast nowhere. So I don't know what happened with that. Besides, we need some new mayor and commission. That's the only thing I can figure. I mean, it's no way your heart can be that cold to watch people lay on the sidewalk and die. I mean, that's like some third world country stuff, man. You literally passed by a person that just died on the sidewalk because they froze to death. I mean, I need y'all help. I need y'all help. I swear to God I do. And I ain't never asked no. Y'all notice I don't never really ask for nothing for myself. I don't never ask for nothing. If you help me out, that's good. I appreciate it. If you don't, I'm still not mad at you. And I'll walk past and hug you just like you just gave me $1 million. But I need y'all help. We got to convince. Okay, we know we ain't going to get no help from the government. So the next best option that I feel like in my heart is trying to convince at least 2 churches in the downtown area to open up at night. And please let these people come out the cold. Please, man. I'm begging y'all. Pastors, y'all see it. The churches, the deacons or whoever, y'all see this. Please consider. Talk to your board or whoever you need to speak with. And let's open up 2 of these churches at night. And at least give them an opportunity to come out the cold. Because looking at, if you think it's a joke, ride down North Avenue right now. I just left. Ride down North Avenue right now. And look at the people covered up against that wall freezing. How can a human even, that should do something to somebody's heart, man. For you to be at the red light, you stopped at the red light, and you look over there and you see people literally balled up in a ball, up under a little bitty blanket trying to keep warm because they ain't got nowhere to go. Let's forget about, they do drugs, they don't want no, let's forget about all that. You smoke weed, you drink, you snort cocaine, you do fentanyl. Guess what? I ain't seen a perfect person yet. I haven't seen a perfect person yet. So what if I condemn I don't drink, right? But what if I start getting on here talking about everybody that drank? That wouldn't even be right with it. Because everybody got their choice to do whatever they want to do. What you do in your home or in your free time, that's your business. So let's not condemn the other people that don't have the help or don't have the voice. Let's not condemn them. You know, because you just drunk a beer last night or you just drunk some wine or whatever the situation is. So let's not condemn them. Let's help them. Let's help them. That's the key. Let's help them. That's all I want. That's what I want for Christmas. If anybody want to get me something for Christmas, That's what I want to get for. That's what I want for Christmas. I want help for these homeless people. I don't never think about myself. I want help for the homeless people. Because while I'm finna go up here and get in a warm bed, it's gonna probably be somebody dying. Probably gonna be somebody die again tonight. It's probably gonna be somebody die tonight because they cold and they're hungry. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. It ain't right. Please help me. Call your pastor. Shoot your pastor a text. Pastor, if some of y'all see this, reach out to me, inbox me. I help coordinate it. If I ain't good at nothing else, I'm good at coordinating. So I help y'all coordinate it. I even stand down there if y'all want me to. I stand there. Whatever need to be done so these people can stop freezing on the street. This weather is not playing. This weather is not playing. So if you think your pastor is willing to help, please reach out to me, reach out to him, and let's try to make something happen because we're not going to get government help. We already see that. They got millions of dollars sitting in the bank and ain't nobody said nothing about warming up this city, warming up these homeless people for the city. Nobody. And they are human just like us. They are human just like us. And I could be out there. God, thank you, I'm not. But I could be out there. You could be out there. How would you feel when you want people quick to say, Charles gonna put it on blast. Charles gonna make them do what they supposed. But if you was in that situation, when you want somebody to speak for you, how many other homeless providers do you see get on social media or anywhere and make it aware this is the problem, this is what we need help in? Nobody. They'll ask you for donation. They'll ask you for some donation and ask you to support them. But they're not speaking for the one that need it. Y'all know a lot of time when I go live, when I'm out there in the field, I let them talk. Because I don't want y'all to take my word for it. I want y'all to hear what they have to say. Even the ones that I helped and I done progressed and got moved forward, and some of the ones that been nipped in the bud. I want y'all to hear their voice, hear what the situation is. You feel what I'm saying? Don't take my word for it. Because and I say this all the time, anything that I say, I can prove it. Anything that I say, I can prove it. Now, if you want to know, do we got a homeless problem? I can prove it. Do you want to know we got people sleeping on? I done proved it. Right here in our city. So let's help them. Talk to your pastors. And like I said, police department, sheriff department, hospitals, whoever. Let's get together and help these people. Putting them in jail ain't the answer. Letting them die ain't the answer. Let's help them. I know if I was on my last leg laying on the sidewalk about to free, the last place I want to go is jail. I don't care what's going on. The last place I want to go is jail. Because I know if I get in jail, I ain't got nowhere helping myself then at all. I just want to be helped. I want help. And it don't take money to do that. It don't take money to help nobody. Some of you police officers that's on my page, some of you commissioners or government officials that's on my page, sometimes stop and get out and talk to them. You'll be surprised at what little talking could do to a person that don't have nothing. You'll be surprised. Some of these churches, I've been seeing a few churches get out there now. And I thank you guys for getting out there and making it happen, man. You guys are awesome. I seen a church this weekend, a church, 2-3 vans full. Took over North Avenue, feeding them, taking care of, make sure they was okay. That stuff goes a long way. That's why I do it so much. It goes a long way. And your heart will feel so good at night. Like I do feel kind of good because I took the initiative today to go down there tonight to make sure these people had blankets and a place, something warm, gloves and stuff that was just gave to me. I made sure they got it. So that goes a long way. Believe it or not, that goes a long way. But hospital, sheriff, police, chief, whoever, commissioners, government official, fire department, everybody. Let's fix this city. Let's stop worrying about what John talking about and what Lisa did, how Shanae just had this, and let's just forget about all that. Let's help this city, because this city need help. Not me. This city need help. The whole city need help. Don't sit back and watch your city get a part of your city is fixed and the other part is destroyed. Let's fix our city. contact your pastors, contact your government official, polices and organizations that's watching this page. Please, let's fix this city because it's going to get better. And it don't sit well with me when I sit back and know that somebody's finna die because they cold. That ain't right, man. That ain't right. Let's fix it, y'all. If y'all reach out to y'all pastor for me, please. That's what I want for Christmas, man. For all us to come together and try to at least get them out the cold. That'll be the best Christmas. Even if I'm not involved. You ain't even got to call Charles Hardy. Because everything that goes on in this community, they tell me in a way. So if I just get a word that's saying, man, they moving the homeless in such and such church tonight, that'll make my heart feel good. I don't have to be a part of it. Just knowing that y'all are doing that'll make me feel good, man. I swear to God. Because then I know y'all gave people the opportunity not to freeze to death in our city that we love. You feel what I'm saying? But thank you guys for listening, man. I love y'all. Thank everybody that been supporting me in the movement. All the way to Atlanta. Thank y'all too, man. Y'all been supporting me and rocking with me, man. Thank you guys, man. I love you guys for that, man. Let's change the city, man. And we got to change it together. We got to change it together, man. And I just laid it out to y'all. This is what we need. So let's do it, man. Let's do it together. Let's do it like a family. Happy holidays, everybody. I'll talk to y'all soon.